Bread Making Chronicles today. Washed my house slippers last night so they would be fresh and clean today. One thing that I always try to do before I go to bed is make sure that my kitchen's clean so that when I get up the next morning, I'm walking into a clean kitchen, clean dining room, and I also try to make sure that my living room is cleaned up. That's 3 rooms that I clean up every night before I go to bed. I did just film a nighttime cleaning routine. I'm not sure if that video is up yet. If it's not, it'll be up soon. But morning Kelly is always thankful for nighttime Kelly, and this is what Ellie does every night. She sleeps on the couch. Thank goodness the covers on these cushions come off and I can wash them. Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new here. Today I thought I would share my Sunday routine. So typically I'm sharing Sunday resets where I'm cleaning my house for the week, restocking, all the things, but it's actually very rare that I film those on Sunday. Just do my home reset whatever day of the week I can get it done. It's usually never the same day. It happens a lot on Mondays, or sometimes I'll do it on Fridays, but it's very, very rare that I actually film it on Sunday. So I thought I would share today what I actually do on Sunday. So that is what today's video is going to be. It's going to be my Sunday routine, Sunday rhythm. I say rhythm because our Sundays never look the same. Sometimes we have family over, sometimes we go to family's house, sometimes we spend the day in the pool, and we don't go to church every single Sunday. We have missed a couple Sundays lately, but I do try to go every Sunday that I can, and today is going to be a church Sunday. And when we get home, I'll just kind of film what my day looks like after church. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I went ahead and got myself ready, got some makeup on, and y'all, I have not one and not two, but 3 cold sores, fever blisters, whatever you want to call them, that have came up. They happened after my sunburn. Usually I'll get at least 1 fever blister if I get a really bad sunburn, but this time I got 3. I could not believe, like, I got 2 there on my top lip, 1 on the bottom. They are looking better. They're just annoying. Thankfully I can hide those pretty good with some makeup. Sometimes I will curl my hair for church, but I just washed it last night, so I think I'm just gonna wear it like this today. I'll just run the brush through it and call it good, but my makeup's done. And I typically like to wear a dress on Sunday, so I've got one of my favorites on today. It's the purple dress that I found thrifted a couple of weeks ago. I actually think I wore this last time I went to church, but it is seriously my favorite dress. It's even got pockets on the side. But when I'm getting ready, I like to always spritz on a little bit of perfume. That's like the final touch to my routine. It's what pulls everything together. And something that I recently learned, just a little fun fact, is that you can actually become nose blind if you wear the same perfume every day. I didn't know that, but you absolutely can. So if you're wearing the same perfume every day, your body can basically get used to it and you stop smelling it. So I have been alternating between a couple of perfumes that I got from Scentbird. I have been loving the Scentbird service. Designer perfumes at an affordable price, but you're not getting the huge bottles. You're not having to commit to that designer price. You're gonna get them at an affordable price, and they send them to you in these little vials. So I get tired of perfumes, so by the time I finish this vial, I'm ready to switch it up anyways. So to me, these are the perfect size. So a couple of my personal favorites this month, I have Thameen London Fanfare. It's like a floral market accord with rosemary, vermouth, juniper berries, and musk. It feels very clean and fresh. It's more of a calm perfume. And then the other one that I'm loving is Nay the Flavor. It's more of a playful perfume. It's got pineapple, mango, coconut, banana, a little hint of red raspberry. It seriously reminds me of a tropical smoothie, so it's perfect for summer. It puts me in such a good mood for the day. But if you haven't tried Scentbird yet, it's a subscription service where you can explore over 900 designer and niche fragrances every month, and you get these generous 8 milliliter vials, so you can test out what truly works for you without committing to that designer price. Come in these little cases. You can lock it and unlock it. So if you guys want to try Scentbird, you can get 55% off your first month with my code kellyskorner. That brings it down to only $8 to try your first fragrance. Again, my code is kellyskorner, or you can also scan the QR code on the screen. Thank you to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video. I cannot find my crock pot lid. So how do you want your hair done?
The pigtails in the back and the hair down.
Oh, you want pigtails on top?
Yeah.
Hair down. Okay. Of a garden update I've got for you guys. My garden beds, especially this one, is just overflowing. A little fun fact, this is the bed that had the ants in it, and I've thought we didn't plant anything in that because of the ants. Apparently we did, and it's watermelon and it is overflowing the garden bed. I don't know if we have any watermelons coming up yet. I've been checking, but I don't see any quite yet. We do have some little blooms, little yellow blooms on them. But yeah, I've got to do something about that because as you can see, they're coming this way. And these are my cucumbers, and they're also doing really well, I think. We don't have any cucumbers yet, but again, we've got those little blooms and they seem to be thriving pretty good. Just watching out for the cucumber. Then my poor strawberries, I don't know guys, they're just, I don't know, I think the birds are eating them. We have a lot of cardinals in our yard. We have some blue jays and they love to hang out in this area, so I think they're probably eaten our strawberries, which is totally fine. I love to watch the birds, so if that keeps them coming around, I'm fine with that. I got my marigolds there, some more marigolds. I've heard that marigolds are good to place near your garden because they deter certain insects and then they attract the right kind of insects to help your garden. I don't know how true that is, but I decided to try it out this year. And then this little sad garden bed here, at the time when I planted these, I couldn't remember what they were because I started them from seedlings and I didn't label my little seedling boxes whenever I planted them. So I just transferred them to the garden bed without really knowing what they were. These turned out to be watermelon, which they're dying, and I'm okay with that because I think we've got enough going on over here. And then these be tomatoes. I have to water my garden twice a day. I typically will do it first thing in the morning, and then I'll do it again in the evening. I didn't get around to doing it this morning, so I'm gonna do it now. And we just have to do that because of the Georgia heat. It is insane, and if I don't water them twice a day, they're just not getting enough water. So, and really quick, I wanted to update on the hydrangea bush. I need to deadhead it. I think the spring blooms are dying off, but I've been watching this green part closely. There for a little bit, it looked a little puny, so I just started watering it extra and it's perked back up. But I do want to mulch around it, and I think that'll help hold the moisture in and help it go a little bit further. Yeah, I think it's doing pretty good. I felt a couple of sprinkles, but I don't. Hello. Well, I need to pressure wash the house. I didn't get that done this year, but I wanted to show y'all this little butterfly globe that we got at TJ Maxx. Kane actually wanted to get this. Pom-Pom's grave. She's actually buried right there where that little cross is. Her little cross is holding up so good, but he wanted to get this globe to set here, and it's solar powered, so it charges up during the day and then at night. Oh my goodness, you do so much talking. Oh, you want the water hose. He's drinking the water from the water hose. We'll charge up during the day, and then at night all of these little fairy lights on it light up, and I think it's so pretty. Bread making chronicles today. I was planning to make a loaf of bread today, so I went ahead and pulled it out the fridge last night, fed it, and I put a rubber band on the jar so I would know how much it rose. And when I got up this morning, it was actually up to maybe an inch above the rubber band. I'm like, great, we're rocking and rolling. So I was like, I'm not gonna feed it anymore today because I think that's gonna be plenty for me to make a loaf of bread with. I don't want to overfeed it and have way too much starter, more than what I can handle. So I just like to feed just enough, whatever I need. But I get home from church and it's back down to the rubber band, and you guys can't really see, but it's thinned out. So I think what I'm gonna do, I'll pour some of this out and then I'm gonna feed it again, basically start over with what I did last night. And I'll hopefully get to make a loaf of bread overnight tonight. And I also have a different recipe I'm going to use today. The recipe that I used last time was just one that I got off ChatGPT, and I think that one was too liquidy. For feeding it, I just do equal parts water, equal parts of flour. This is the flour that I use. It's the King Arthur unbleached all-purpose flour, and then I use my filtered water from my machine over there. Sunday. We just usually go out to eat. But this morning I did throw some chicken in my crock pot, just kind of like meal prep, I guess, for later in the week. It's 4 boneless, skinless chicken breasts, and I can use that through the week for any recipe that calls for cooked shredded chicken, chicken and dumplings, chicken and noodles, chicken tacos, barbecue chicken sandwiches, chicken salads. One little way that I like to cut corners for our meals during the week, go ahead and have some protein ready. And you can also do that with ground beef. You can cook up a whole bunch of ground beef. I have done that before, and you have ground beef ready to go for whatever recipe you need that week. But I got some chicken done, so I'm gonna go ahead and get that shredded up and into the fridge.
Gets me almost every time in the midst of summer, watching it in full bloom always makes me wonder when we were just kids, bare feet on warm asphalt. Held our dreams within our hands. It happens every time, I wonder how. But I can see my life so clearly now. Dared ourselves away from home, further out each passing day. Gravel road towards the sea. I blink and I remember you and me, you and me. It happens every time, I wonder how. But I can see my life so clearly now. I only miss you when I close my eyes.
Something that I always try to do on Sunday is get my laundry caught up from the previous week so that I go into Monday not feeling stressed and overwhelmed with laundry. So I've got this basket here I've got to fold. This is actually already folded. I know it doesn't quite look like it, but it is folded. We just kind of thumbed through the clothes this morning, trying to find what we needed. This needs to be put away, and then I'll need to fold this. I think some of it is actually sheets, but I'm gonna take care of these 3 baskets, make my bed up because I did not do that this morning, and then I wanna sit down and kind of plan my week for YouTube. I like to try to do that on Sundays, just sit down and come up with a plan. I know what days I need to film and edit and what videos I'm gonna be filming. gonna make an afternoon iced coffee. This is the one that I've been loving. It's the Nescafe Gold. I was using a completely different brand and one of you guys told me to try this and now I can't go back. I will mix this with about maybe like an ounce or two of water, add ice, some milk, creamer, and that's how I do my iced coffee. Yum. hopefully the cicadas aren't too loud. But I really want to get in some porch time before it starts raining. Working from home as a YouTube content creator, there does have to be some self-discipline, because it's just like going to a job, showing up for a regular job. You have to film and edit, or else you're not going to be posting videos, and if you're not posting videos, then you're not going to have a paycheck. So I do have to be very structured with it and be self-disciplined. One of the ways that helps me is by planning my videos each week. The way that I do it is I will come up with like a rough plan for the month. I'll make a list of videos that I want to get out that month, and then from there I will just sit down each week and look at my list. So that's what I'm about to do now. I'm going to make a full list of videos that I want to get out for the month of July, and then I'll just go ahead and plan what I need to film next week. But here comes the rain, so I think I'm gonna have to move this party inside. Guys, that will pretty much conclude today's video. I hope that y'all enjoyed seeing my actual Sunday routine. It's still productive, but pretty low-key, just basic cleaning and resting up for Monday. Tonight we are having these smash burgers that I picked up from Aldi. Super easy dinner. I'm gonna pair that with some chips and pickles. We're gonna do our night routine, get ready for bed. It was flooding outside. It poured rain, so I didn't have to water my garden for a second time today. It got plenty, and I also completely forgot to get footage of my sourdough loaf the next morning when I baked it off, but I did get a couple of pictures. This loaf was so much better. I think my Dutch oven is too small though. It kind of wants to crease the parchment paper into the loaf, so that's why there's creases on the sides. But I'm absolutely loving this sourdough thing. The goal is to try to make it every week. Maybe on Sunday that will be my new routine. That way we have a loaf of bread each week and I know what's in it. Also, remember, if you guys want to check out Scentbird, you can use my code kellyskorner to save 55% off your first month. You can also scan the QR code on the screen. Thanks again to Scentbird for sponsoring today's video, and to you guys for watching and supporting my channel. It means so much. Remember to drop a butterfly in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.